ladies and gentlemen, the first frame. Steve Davis' frame.
Well, the frivolity surely is now over, and now to serious business. So the first mistake by John Parrott.
One.
And Steve immediately come for the red just above the black. A little stun to move the red to the left of the black, for the black in the same pocket.
7.
Well, now that
14.
probably wouldn't be fair to say it was careless, but he's overrun that red, and I don't think he can really tackle that at all now. So that's an escape for John Parrott.
Steve Davis.
And John may be forced to have a go at this red. No easy pass back to ball.
And John Parrott, well aware of the importance of these opening frames. He really has to hold the champion.
Nice angle on the brown here. Off the ball cushion, side cushion for this red. Just to the right of the pink.
Five. Six. Twelve. Thirteen.
Well, that appears to be unfortunate. It was a jolly good
19.
pot, but nicely spread the reds, but they're covering one another, so. And there you can see, and no risks at this stage. Contemplation. $33 points ahead. And a clever shot. Had he have missed, he'd have been covered.
And this time, red into the corner, little stun round for the black into this left-hand corner pocket.
33.
And just lost the control of the white there a little, but he has the red just above the black to cannon into, to hold for the red into the left hand corner pocket.
Steve Davis.
And these are the opportunities that if John Parrott is going to succeed today, he must take advantage.
And the way John's played that shot, it appears that these two reds must be a plant into the corner pocket. And there you can see they're not quite set for the centre of the pocket, but they're touching, so this could be made into a plant and probably knock the pink towards the corner pocket at the same time.
Well, all the reds are certainly inviting, but his problem is just getting started. It's difficult cueing and he can't take a risk here. Now if he can drop this red into the
15.
centre pocket, a splendid chance.
Yes, this is certainly a big shot for John. Because should he drop it in, he should have the perfect angle on the blue to drop down for the other reds.
15.
Oh, gee, that's... Well, his head drops there. That's a pity.
One. Five. Six.
And again, as we've seen so many times over the years, it looks like the first frame is going to Steve. Already 39 points in front, so just the black and one more red to leave John needing snookers.
Thirteen. 13, Steve Davis. Foul. 4, Steve Davis.
So now 50 in front with 51 on the table.
Well, he didn't really play that well, but there's a fair chance here for Steve.
One.
So now if the black goes into the left-hand centre,
One, Steve Davis.
and that surprisingly just turned on the nap. And I think that surprised Steve.
And a big task for John here. 51 points behind, so wants the 2 reds, two snookers, 2 reds, 2 blacks and all the colours. With the black position where it is, that's not going to be too easy.
One. Five. Five. John Parrott. One. 6, 8, 11, 15, 20,
So Steve Davis goes serenely on his way and takes the first frame, and John Parrott, I'm sure, will remain seated.
20, Steve Davis.
And a little nod confirms that. So the first frame of this World Championship goes to Steve Davis. And I suppose it's fair to say that everybody perhaps was hoping that John Parrott will make a good start. Aha, now then, that's a little bit of good fortune. Yes, a kick on that ball.
6,
Doesn't appear to have done a lot of damage though. Can just drop this red into the centre and pink into this left-hand corner pocket.
7, 13,
This
Well,
is tight. But if he can get this and just stun across for the pink into the centre, he could be in business.
John Parrott.
Well, I don't like having to say it, but he's made a mistake and a bad one.
Well, it appeared he hadn't actually left Steve that red. Steve had to play it with a little bit of swerve and overdid it. So now another chance for John. And he has to start making these chances pay.
Well, that's the first rewarding shot that he's had to play. Now, if he can really consolidate here, and why shouldn't he?
Well, one problem for him, of course, is the black is going to go down on the green spot.
8, 9. $15.
Well,
John Parrott.
that was the result of the last shot. He played a very straight pink and he just didn't control the cue ball at all, and I think it got to him. Still very tense.
One. Seven. Eight. $14.
And John Street, our senior referee, kept quite busy. No doubt a bit of humidity about.
$15. $21. $22. $27. $28.
And obviously wants to get the black on its spot for easier position on these two reds.
So 21 points ahead now and in good position.
36.
And perfectly on the black for position behind the red after this.
And just needs
43.
the one red to leave John needing snookers again.
44. 51. 51.
So John Parrott again concedes the frame on the yellow.
Well, he's attempting the harder of the two reds, and this is a risky shot.
Well, again, and we've said this in every frame so far, John Parrott has a chance to do something here, and I'm quite sure if it wasn't the occasion, well, I'd have money on him to polish this lot off.
Six. 7.
Well, if I had to choose of the chances he's had to get a break together, I think this is probably his best chance. Because the big colours are all available, and the reds are nicely spread around the table.
Twelve. 13. 19. 20.
And again a kick, just the cue ball rather lost its pace there. And just a little bit of sorting out to do here. The two reds near the pink are covered to the right hand corner, and he's just got the wrong angle to attack them.
Twenty-six. 27. 32. 33. 37. 38.
It's certainly not been a fluent break up to now, but he's battling on, and this can only do his confidence good.
Well, I would say this is the ball that will decide the frame.
43.
'And that was a bad one
48.
from John. Wanted to miss those reds.
Well, he's left the black in that position for the whole of this break. I wonder if he'll attack it now. It's about all he has available, really.
Well, he's battled on so far. I feel he has to take this black on and try and clinch this frame at this visit.
Because the problem, well, it's not exactly an easy black, but should he miss, of course, he's going to leave things open for Steve Davis. But here we go. Well, at least he's played it with a deal of common sense. And John looking at this, so obviously he feels he can get through to cut this into the centre. Needed a little fortune with the positional part of the shot, but now an excellent chance. Just the blue and one more red to leave Steve needing snookers.
6. Well, 6, John Parrott. 4, Steve Davis.
In actual fact, John rather fortunate there. He potted the red, unlucky to going off, but the getting rid of the red means that Steve still needs one snooker.
Well, having said that, John, if he loses this frame, John Parrott, this will be a real blow. I mean, we virtually had the frame cut and dried there.
One, John Parrott. Foul. 4, John Parrott. I'll give you a 5. 3 ball. Rebel. Two.
And suddenly, John Parrott looks as though maybe the nervous period is over. Let's hope so.
7. Correct.
Well, he's having a little comment on his own ability. He's quite a character.
11.
So, as John Parrott wins this first frame
22.
and determined to clear the board, And that black, a very important ball in this frame, I would suggest.
One. Free ball. Four. Five. Twelve. Thirteen. Yellow ball. 15. John Parrott.
John's movement at the table is much quicker than that of his opponent, Steve Davis, and sometimes that speed causes the mishap.
One. Six. Seven. Twelve. 13.
Careful to leave an angle on the black, on the red rather, to get out for the black.
21.
28. $29. $36. $37.
And that red makes this frame safe.
$42. $42. Steve Davis.
So he's 59 points ahead with 43 points left on the table.
1. John Parrott. $13. $17.
And so it is with the completion of the 5th frame of this 35 frame final. The defending champion here.
22.
Making very few mistakes indeed, taking this final black and the lead at 4 frames to 1.
Cue ball was brought back to a perfectly safe position in any case, but now that the red has gone in, he can freeze the cue ball behind the black. Decided though that there was no value in playing the snooker because it was easy for Parrott to play safe. And that appears to have turned out a shrewd choice of shot. There's a possibility of cutting a red to the middle. Or screwing the cue ball back behind the balk line.
Yes, I noticed, Clive, that Steve's playing that particular type shot a lot these days, playing the object ball into the bunch of reds to open them up and getting the cue ball back safe at the same time.
He certainly seems to be thinking a couple of moves ahead of John Parrott in the safety exchanges. He's not only practiced an enormous number of hours, but he spent an enormous number of hours thinking about the game and thinking of slightly new ways to play it.
Four. Five. Ten. 11. $17. 18. 21. 22. 27.
John Parrott has scored only 15 points so far this evening in 2 and a bit frames. $33. 34.
And there isn't a red safe now, so Steve's going to have to play a bad shot to break down here before he's got this frame one again.
39.
Needs to fit a longer butt piece on his two-piece cue. His cue was originally a one-piece, but he had it changed to a two-piece when he had trouble with the tip end. Meant to leave blue to the middle, but shouldn't have any problem with it to the corner. Well, although we haven't seen any 147 maximums, Davis's display this evening hasn't been very far short of perfection. He's missed only one
65
pot when a frame's been in a live situation.
66.
His safety has been slide rule perfect. You can't play the game much better than this.
73. 79. 80. 85. 87. 90. 94. 99.
'Again, absolutely immaculate. A 112 clearance from the world champion increases his lead over John Parrott to 8 frames to 2.
One.
But if he's going to get back into this match, John has to score heavily from these sort of leaves.
Yes, quite interesting. In fact, John, in the first 4 frames this evening, John has only scored 15 points.
7.
Well, apparently this bottom red will go into the corner pocket, probably screw back for the black, disturbing the other reds.
13.
Now obviously a plant.
20.
Again, he can use the other reds to hold for the black, should he wish to.
$28. 29. 36. 37. 44. 45.
And this is just what John needed. Still 3 open reds, which would, should he get those, could clinch this frame for him. Well, I can't believe that John went into
52.
the 3 reds there. There was 3 open reds, which would have been enough for him to clinch this frame.
52. John Parrott.
Yes, a little shake of the head there. His 52 break, in fact, is his highest break in this final so far.
And it looks as though John may have been a little fortunate there. The reds come and cover up the other 2 reds into the corner pocket. again we see it only reaching the baulk line there.
One. Three. Four.
He is now 40 points behind. I wonder what that difference might be when he leaves the table.
12. $19. 20. $27. 28. 34. 35.
4 points behind now.
40. 42. 45.
You are watching a world champion at work as he goes 1 point ahead.
Yes, and he's made this clearance look so easy. Although I still feel
49.
John should have had this game won before Steve came to the table.
$54.
Only the pink is necessary. That brilliant performance then, a clearance there in the break of 60 to increase his lead now 10 frames to 2. Steve still able to get at that pack of reds. Any moment now, we'll have all the reds at the other end of the table.
A chance now for John to get back behind the blank, wants it tight against the cushion. And that's not the best of shots. Giving Steve a choice, red into the corner pocket, or can get his cue up in the air and screw back off those two reds. And now John has to find a simple safety shot out of this.
Just one red to go.
Yes, and it looks as though that one's going the same path as the rest. So we now have all 15 reds past the blue.
I think we have to adjust the camera lens now to reach them down there, John.
Well, they certainly won't be playing safety back to the ball end of the table.
Like an explosion in a paint factory.
John Parrott just saying it looks like an explosion in a paint factory.
In fact, John, like me, you've seen thousands of games of snooker. I've never ever seen one with all the reds the wrong end of the table before. We're still waiting for a red to be potted in this frame.
I don't think we're going to wait much longer, however, Ted. The only thing that's certain, it won't be a 147.
One. Seven. Eight. $13. $14. $19. $20.
And of course this is one of those positions Steve won't be worried at all what size of colour he takes. It's just a matter of getting rid of the reds.
$25. $26. $31.
I have so often said that every frame of snooker is different. This one is very different.
$32. $32. Steve Davis. One.
Didn't want that bump.
6. $12. 13.
And the previous shot of John has opened those two reds up into the green pocket.
$18. 19. 23.
You want to try your lights because your horn's working.
$24.
So just 4
28.
points behind now, but still a lot of work to do in this frame.
29.
These small colours have rarely been put to so much use.
33.
Needed a bit of luck there on where the reds were going to finish, and he's got that little bit of luck. So an excellent chance now for John to clinch this frame.
37. 38. 43. 44.
16 points ahead as he comes to the colours.
48. 50.
And Ted, perhaps he's found a new system that Steve hasn't learned yet.
53.
It's certainly done him some good.
62.
Well, an extraordinary frame of snooker. And John Parrott makes his highest break of the final.
68.
The break finishes at 68. John Parrott puts a frame on the scoreboard and now trails 3 frames to 11. Our 15th frame.
Foul, 4. Steve Davis, and a miss. Seven. 14. 15. 22. 23.
Not quite got the angle he wanted, so we'll probably just try and get into the edge of the pike and go over for that red onto the right hand cushion.
.30. .31.
Has that straight blue, but difficult to move the reds from there. So playing the green.
31. Steve Davis.
And those are the shots John has to start getting near that bolt cushion if he wants to get any chances in this game.
And this not very clever.
And this shot will be once again splitting the other reds wide open.
9. .60.
His powers of concentration are extraordinary.
.24.
Played 8 frames so far this evening. He's won 7 of them.
.25. .30.
Again, the frame is beyond the reach of John Parrott.
38.
Beautiful positional shot there. Judge that to perfection.
$46. $47. $54. $55. $62. $63. $70. $71. $78.
The green is the difficult ball.
$80. One.
Born to be champion.
Seven. Eight. $13. $14.
Well, Steve, 21 points behind, and of course to clear up and win the title at this visit, he'd be doing it in style.
$19. $20.
And creeping very gently towards the membership of that very exclusive club, a multiple holder of the world title. Ray Reardon's won it 6 times.
27.
Fred Davis 8 times, John Poorman 11, and Joe Davis 20.
5.
But it's the first time in the last decade, if Steve wins, that any player has won it 3 years consecutively.
$28. 34.
The point's all square.
Well, just slightly out of position. Hampered over the red.
Two.
Can get through to the brown, but a difficult pot. So playing the snooker off the yellow, and you can't get any harder than that.
42. Steve Davis.
The true strength there of a champion, playing safe at that moment.
Foul. 4. Steve Davis.
It must be said that this is a very sad first final for that 24-year-old young man there. That counts one. He's onto a color before returning to that last red.
1.
He snookered himself.
6.
17 points the lead. A possible 35 points still on the table.
Steve Davis.
A last chance for John Parrott to save the match. Steve waits very coolly. John, I feel, is demoralized. The biggest defeat this championship has known.
One.
$25 points in front.
8.
All the words have been used up in adoration of Steve Davis. The only achievement missing in this championship by him is the highest break, carrying £10,500, and that's in the hands of the young Scotsman with a fantastic break. Stephen Hendry's break was 141. John Parrott concedes. He's satisfied with 63,000. But the title of Embassy World Snooker Champion 1989 and a hat trick goes to the fabulous Steve Davis.